Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your news edition. These are the headlines. The re-election of Canal as the president of the Algerian Economic Renewal Council for a new 3-year term. The 33rd edition of the Algerian Production Fair, an important national event that encourages national production and reinforces the local consumption idea. A few days before the beginning of the Football African Cup of Nations in Morocco, floats unveil the truth about the struggle of the Moroccan people. Welcome back. Prime Minister Sifi Riyab chaired the government meeting on reviewing the executive decree project setting the procedures for transferring the infrastructure and equipment built for the new city to the relevant administrations and institutions in order to establish an operational method to optimize and enhance public facilities nearby new cities. The government also reviewed projects related to the implementation of the instructions of the President of the Republic on digital transformation. It was about reviewing the progress of ministerial sectors digitization, the project of the second data center, which is in the final phase, the national platform for digital services, and the establishment of 2 strategic infrastructures for the first cloud in Algeria to secure and modernize public and economic services. The Prime Minister Sifi Riyab received the Minister of Oil, Mines and Geology of Chad, Ndolonji Alixé Naimbai, who handed him a letter destined to the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, from the President of Chad, Mohamed Idriss Déby. The 2 parties discussed the cooperation relations between the 2 countries in the sectors of hydrocarbons, energy and mines. The Chadian minister expressed the will of its country to benefit from the Algerian experience and building a strong bilateral partnership in the sectors of energy and mines. The Prime Minister affirmed Algeria's readiness to reinforce the bilateral cooperation in all sectors and support Chad in developing the sectors of energy, mines and hydrocarbons. The Minister of Energy and Renewable Energy, Moad Ajal, received the Minister of Oil, Mines and Geology of Chad, Ndolendri Alixé Naimbai. The 2 parties discussed the ways to reinforce the bilateral cooperation according to the visions of the leaders of the 2 countries. In Brazzaville, the capital of the Republic of Congo, Algerian Farid Razali was officially appointed and took over the role of Secretary General of the Organization of African Oil Production Countries. This appointment marks a pivotal stage in the organization's mission to strengthen and enhance its role in promoting African energy cooperation. Canal secures a second mandate as head of the Algerian Economic Renewal Council, as Algeria pushes forward its economic recovery and growth strategy. Basmafar with the details.
Canal Moula was re-elected by unanimous vote as president of the Algerian Economic Renewal Council, reaffirming continuity at the head of the institution. A prominent business leader heading a major industrial group, he embodies a new generation of Algerian entrepreneurs. During his first mandate, the council placed productive investment at the core of its action, guided by a clear vision: produce in Algeria, create added value on national soil, and rely on innovation and research as key drivers of sustainable growth.
First of all, I would like to extend my sincere thanks and deep appreciation to all economic operators for the renewed confidence they have placed in me. Many achievements were made during the first mandate, and this new one will allow us to consolidate these gains, complete ongoing projects, and launch new initiatives within a vision based on development, dialogue, and concrete results for the benefit of all. I address women and men alike to underline that the Economic Renewal Council is not defined by its president nor by its executive bureau alone, but belongs to all its members. I therefore call on everyone to show initiative and to engage actively, because success can only be achieved through combined efforts and collective work.
تندرج في سياق وطني
This approach is part of a national context marked by a strong determination to strengthen economic growth, diversify sources of income, and build a modern, competitive, and sustainable national economy. It is based on promoting productive investment and creating wealth and job positions, relying on competence, excellence, innovation, and mastery of technology, with a major objective set by the President of the Republic, achieving a gross domestic product exceeding $400 billion.
والمتمثل في الوصول إلى دخل داخلي خام يتجاوز 400 مليار دولار.
With this renewed mandate, the Council is expected to sustain its momentum, further support productive investment, and contribute to strengthening economic growth, competitiveness, and job creation across the country.
The Algerian Production Fair opens its doors with a strong focus on Made in Algeria and new market opportunities. Besmafar.
The 33rd edition of the Algerian Production Fair, combining public and private sectors, will be taking place this year as a new interactive economic space, bringing together nearly 600 local exhibitors. The objective is clear: to promote rational consumption and strengthen the culture of national production.
As you can see, exhibitors are carrying out their final preparations across all pavilions of the exhibition palace. This 33rd edition, as mentioned earlier, is held under the slogan "Algeria builds its future." All efforts are now being mobilized to ensure the success of this edition.
This year's event is expected to serve as a key platform to encourage national production and promote the Made in Algeria label.
The primary objective is to promote national products and highlight the various qualities that now give Algerian products strong competitiveness, both on the national and international markets. Another key aim is to seek new partnerships with local economic operators as well as partners from abroad. We have exported into several international markets. Current efforts are focused on expanding into new markets, particularly across Africa, including Mauritania and Tunisia.
This edition aims to reinforce confidence in national production and highlight their growing competitiveness, both domestically and internationally.
To the weekly report of the PNA, and as part of fighting terrorism, PNA detachments arrested 10 elements backing terrorist groups in different operations throughout the national territory. As part of the fight against organized crime and in continuity of the tireless efforts aimed at countering the scourge of drug trafficking in our country, combined detachments of the PNA intercepted, in coordination with the different security services and operations across the military regions, 38 drug traffickers and thwarted attempts to introduce 4.92 quintals of processed keef through the borders with Morocco, while more than a million psychotropic tablets were seized. In Tamanrasset, Port Badi Mukhtar, Ingizam and Janet, detachments of the People's National Army arrested 306 individuals and seized 53 vehicles, 336 generators, 173 jackhammers, 3 metal detectors, as well as quantities of mixture and raw gold and stones, explosives, detonations, tools and other equipment used in illegal gold mining operations. On the other hand, 13 other individuals were arrested and 2 Kalashnikovs, 1 automatic pistol, 9 hunting rifles, more than 62,000 liters of fuel, as well as 48 quintals of tobacco and 19 tons of foodstuffs intended for smuggling and speculation were seized. Similarly, border guards thwarted at the level of our national coasts attempts at illegal immigration and saved 246 individuals aboard traditionally made boats, while 313 illegal immigrants of different nationalities were arrested across the national territory. Recent floods in the Moroccan city of Safi have revealed critical weaknesses in the city's infrastructure and public services. Melissa Kabash with the details.
انتم عباد الله هباب الشعبة الناس غرقات وماتت شوفوا الماء ديال الواد مسؤولين انتم عباد الله محصورة في الديور.
Severe flooding in the Moroccan city of Safi has once again highlighted serious shortcomings in infrastructure and public services.
People are dying. I can't even express the situation occurring here.
لسان عجز عن الكلام صراحة تقال الله ياخذ فيكم الحق وحسبي الله ونعم الوكيل فيكم وحسبي الله ونعم الوكيل فيكم. هاد الناس حنا اللي كنشوفوا هاد الحالة الكارثية لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. الله ياخذ فيكم الحق والمسؤولين الله ياخذ فيكم الحق.
In addition to taking innocent lives, the catastrophe revealed the meager effects of the clear development initiatives with no tangible results on the ground.
Where are the authorities? Look at this. Who is going to compensate for all these damages?
Difficulties on the health sector have made matters worse as hospitals and medical facilities struggle with a lack of resources and equipment, leaving many impacted without access to quality medical care.
وفين وزير الصحة؟ اجي تشوفوا هاد الامور خالص بعد اولا خالص. هادشي اللي نطلبوا من الله.
Where is the health minister? Where is the interior minister? The situation is catastrophic. Those who died are martyrs.
حالة كارثية وخاص المغرب يدير انحداد على هاد الناس الشهداء اللي ماتوا راه 50 واحد ولا 60 واحد لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله.
The humanitarian cost has increased as a result of this flood, which occurred just days before the African Cup of Nations, indicate a serious structural failure where political, institutional and economic responsibilities come together, raising questions about adherence to basic human rights protected by international agreements.
Just days before the kickoff of the African Cup of Nations, serious infrastructure shortcomings have come to light in Morocco following the recent floods. Melissa Kebesh once again.
With just days remaining before the kickoff of the African Cup of Nations, serious infrastructure deficiencies have emerged in Morocco as key facilities sustained significant damage after the first natural test. These shortcomings have sparked growing concerns over the safety and readiness of infrastructures as they could pose potential risks. Despite the scale of the damage, the Moroccan authorities indicated that infrastructures are ready while offering little clarification on the causes of this failure. Hosting the Africa Cup isn't the issue. The real issue is the dignity of its people. Without it, no event can succeed. They talk about the old historic city, but what have they really done for it? Nothing. They left it and its inhabitants neglected. The situation raises questions about transparency, readiness, and the ability of public infrastructure to withstand natural challenges at a time of major continental sporting event.
And the Palestinians are still struggling with the terrible weather condition. Several people died following the destruction of their houses, and the civil defense continues to pull corpses out of the rubble. The tents are submerged, same for what remained of Al-Shifa hospital. In addition to the strong wind and the horrible weather, the genocide is still ongoing as the Zionist entity keeps bombing the east of Gaza. The TV director Majid Slamna was buried on Wednesday at the cemetery of Sidi Abdallah in Algiers. The departed passed at the age of 69. He joined the Algerian television in 1977, and for more than 30 years, his creations were remarkable, such as TV shows and documentaries, particularly those on the Dark Decade. In this tragic circumstance, the General Director of the Public Television, Mohamed Beghali, extends on his behalf and on behalf of all the workers of the television his condolences to the family of the deceased, praying Allah to bestow His mercy upon his soul and grant patience and courage to his beloved ones. To Allah we belong, and to Him we shall return. And the national television will officially broadcast 15 games of the upcoming Football African Cup of Nations, notably those of our national team, the games of brotherly countries, and the most exciting ones. And with this, we come to the end of our edition. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us. Have a good night.